Today, we are gathered to celebrate a fire, flames inside the heart of young changemakers that makes opportunities, makes abundance, creates new things, and innovates the underutilized. The world marvels at you and says, "How did you ever do it?" And you know in your heart, alongside tears, heartbreaks, and sweat, all you did, you kept going. There is still a gold mine in your fractured town. It is hidden in the way that you live your life. Fame and success are hidden away in your attitude. Let your hard work and excellence speak for itself today. As we celebrate the moment to develop what has always been inside of you. You are unstoppable with unusual gifts, unshakable. You withstood through ruptures and rifts, enamored by your resilience. The crowd is lost in awe today. Even with your support system wavering, you always bravely walk in your own skin. From the dark valley of dreamers, your will carries you towards the light. Your vision sustains you through every hopeless night. Your drive is the fuel that escalates you to the finish line and beyond. Beyond where this summit becomes your starting point. Beyond where you are bigger than the biggest thing that you can now imagine. You know better than anyone that creativity comes at the cost of chaos. Dancing with your heartbeat that everyone is questioning, there is nothing that you can conquer. You must take pride in your own rhythm and remember that hands clasped tight with the strangers next to you. You yourself choreographed this ride that shaped you, broke you, forsook you, healed you, empowered you. Life is big and rich ahead of you. Life is big and rich because of you. Because you dared to believe when no one else did. Because you rose when the world thought you'd quit. You have turned your battle cries into melodious songs. And now, you are standing where you've always belonged all along. Thank you.
Wow, let's please have another round of applause for our very own Vishwa Shukla. Thank you for working so hard on that heartfelt introduction. Well, it fills me with immense gratitude to see you all here tonight as we celebrate our illustrious class of 2025. Yeah, feel free to clap for that. Thank you for joining us because yes, tonight is absolutely a celebration. My name is Eric Khan, and I proudly serve as the Programs and Operations Lead here at the Watson Institute at Lynn University. And it is my honor to officially welcome you to this heartfelt and powerful occasion. I can't wait for you to experience what we have in store. It is my distinct privilege to welcome you to our 5th annual Watson Institute Summit here at Lynn. Summit is a special moment where our students showcase the work that they've done as young leaders here in this social impact space during their time at Watson. Tonight, you will hear from 3 student presenters sharing their impactful ventures and their journey. In between those presentations, you will hear from our student keynote speaker, celebrate excellence as we do have 3 special recognitions, and then of course at the very end, celebrate our class of 2025 through the certificate ceremony. So please be sure to stay until the very end. Lastly, I want to remind you that yes, this is a celebration. So feel free to clap, cheer, cry. I want you to feel it all. The class of 2025 has earned this moment. And so have you, their family, their friends, their mentors, and their champions. At this time, I'd like to invite someone very special to the stage. Please join me in welcoming our beloved Managing Director of Programs here at Watson Institute at Lynn University, Ms. Sarika Anand.
Thank you, Arif. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight. It is incredibly moving to look around the room and see a room filled with community, curiosity, and care. Your presence means the world. Tonight marks the 5th annual Watson Institute at Lynn University Summit, a celebration not just of accomplishments, but of the courage, creativity, and heart that fuel them. Over the past years, these students have leaned into uncertainty, built from the ground up, challenged convention, and chosen growth again and again. A special welcome to Dean R.T. Good, Dean of the College of Business and Management. And Dr. Brent Muckridge, Associate Professor in the College of Business and Management, and so much more. Your continued support and presence tonight are deeply appreciated. And to the class of 2025, this is your moment. Breathe it in. You've climbed, you've stretched, pivoted, and persevered. And to that, let us say, congratulations, you have officially reached the summit. But this evening is not the end of the road. It's just a springboard. What you have created here is just the beginning, a foundation for all that is to come. We cannot wait to see how you carry this forward with courage, conviction, and heart. Welcome once again. We are so glad you're here. Let's enjoy a meaningful evening together. Thank you.
Since I've been on this earth, I've been in a constant state of learning. Thanks to my family and the experiences throughout my life, I've been learning how to be human. I spent a lot of time struggling with understanding and processing my feelings and experiences. I think this is probably because I never really knew myself. I felt like I struggled to deeply connect with the people around me, and this sense of loneliness from others and myself didn't just make me feel sad, but it made me so frustrated with myself and the world. I couldn't understand why I felt this way pretty much all of the time. After a while, life began to teach me that if I wanted to start enjoying this life, I had to enjoy being around the person who was going to be there 100% of the time, myself. A saying that comes up a lot in my family is to be where your feet are, and I really took that to heart. I started to enjoy being in my body because it allowed me to do everything I started to realize that I love to do. I think these things were always inside of me, they were just hidden. And I realized that's all life is really about anyway, is rediscovering these things that are hidden and rediscovering ourselves. After being on this earth for 20 years, I've learned a lot, but I also realized that I actually know nothing. And that's okay. Life kind of forces you to figure it out as you go. And I think that's one of the most beautifully exciting parts of my journey.
One in 7 adolescents aged 10 to 19 years old experiences a mental health disorder globally, and suicide is the 3rd leading cause of death in people aged 15 to 29 years old. For much of my own life, I experienced a lot of feelings of shame, guilt, fear, and hopelessness, and it wasn't until my later years in my life that I realized the things that I was feeling was anxiety and depression. During the COVID-19 pandemic, these feelings only amplified for me, and my inner world was starting to reflect the external world, and everything felt like it was falling apart. I was just about to graduate high school, and I thought that I was supposed to be feeling all of these big, exciting feelings, but in reality, I didn't feel anything. And it was this feeling, or lack thereof, that is what pushed me to seek help for myself. In 2023, when adolescents were asked about their help-seeking processes, 61% said that it was challenging to get the necessary mental health treatment. But if the necessary treatment is out there, why do more than half of adolescents feel this way? The most compelling answer to this question is stigma, or the negative perception of mental illness and the people that struggle with it. The social cognitive theory of psychology emphasizes the significance of our experiences on human behavior, that we are a product of our environment. So, this then supports the importance of early childhood dynamics and relationship to mental health on one's ability to then navigate mental health in a healthy and effective way in adolescence and into adulthood. So there are some existing solutions to this problem, and 3 of those are social emotional learning programs in schools, telehealth options that increase physical accessibility, and general education and awareness for the public at large. And while these solutions may be effective, it's stigma that prevents them from being truly accessible to everyone. And it's for this reason that we created True to You. True to You is a mental health club. True to You is a mental health club and awareness initiative on the campus of Lynn. At True to You, we create safe spaces for adolescents right here at Lynn to openly discuss mental health and to practice mindfulness. We empower students to embody self-discovery and self-love, and we create a space for authenticity to thrive. My mission was to create the space that I wish I had myself. But this isn't just an idea. This really works. During the first year of the COVID-19 pandemic, research found that parents who gave their adolescents the space to openly discuss their mental health was positively correlated with lower symptoms of anxiety and depression. So True to You is our opportunity to create this safe space right here at Lynn. A space that students may not have experienced before, and a space where they can truly be themselves and know that they are not alone. And after 3 years since our beginning, we now have 125 members. We have an average of 5 recurring members at our bi-weekly conversational meetings. And we have an average of 23 recurring members at our larger campus-wide events, all of which are aimed at promoting mental health awareness on the campus of Lynn. And I found throughout my own journey that the greatest way that you can show yourself love is to embrace your authentic self. And if you're not sure who that is, the next greatest thing you can do is find out. Well-known psychologist and speaker Brené Brown says that authenticity is the daily practice of letting go of who we think we're supposed to be and embracing who we are. So I want to leave you all with this final question. How are you going to be true to you? You can scan this QR code on the screen to follow True to You on Instagram and see how the True to You journey continues to unfold. And here you can scan this QR code to connect with me personally. Please, let's continue this conversation. Thank you.
Ever since I was little, I've always had my special friend. Though we couldn't speak, didn't have any hobbies or favorite music, we still had our way of connecting. I don't know how it happened. We just grew up together. When you care about someone you can only feel, the whole world seems to fall silent. I didn't think about anxiety or migraine anymore. When you become an extension of each other, it becomes completely impossible to have time to think about something outside of your own goal. One day, my time came. I realized that everyone should have a chance at this wonderful connection. Wisconsin is to provide affordable and accessible and properly trained service dogs to those living with migraine.
When you look at this little girl, you might see, as she's growing up, you might see a happy, healthy, and animal-loving little girl. But on the inside, she's struggling. She's struggling with the diagnosis of a non-existent disease and major anxiety and panic, even at this young age. Well, this little girl is me. I was born with benign paroxysmal vertigo of infancy, a condition that mimics seizures, except these lasted over 24 hours long. My thoughts were always running. What if an attack happened? When will an attack happen? And who would help me if it happened? Migraine is the second leading cause of disability worldwide. There are over 1 billion people suffering, and in the United States alone, 157 million workdays are lost annually, equating to $19.3 billion. And the cost of service dogs can be a huge financial barrier for most people. A huge barrier for people as they can cost $20,000 to $50,000. The idea of working dogs date back over 9,000 years ago, and the term service dog was created in the early 20th century, over 100 years ago. The idea of migraine was first introduced 5,020 years ago in 3000 BCE, where the Sumerian poet described had pain as he wished to be revived by the pain of death. Currently, there are some solutions available, such as going through a nonprofit that trains service dogs for invisible disabilities, or service dogs can be owner trained, or people can go through a breed and train business. As of now, none of these options specifically focus on service dog for migraine. And stigma and myths stemming from lack of awareness that migraine isn't just a headache, but instead is a neurological disease with no permanent cure. A couple months after I was diagnosed with chronic migraine, Keone became my service dog full-time. Through his help in managing my symptoms, he has helped me regain my independence, have more confidence, and have less migraine attacks overall, which in turn has improved my quality of life. My journey with Keone leads me to my solution, introducing Pocket Partners. Our mission is to provide more affordable and accessible, properly trained service dogs to those living with migraine. We see a world where individuals with migraine can access the crucial support of service dogs without financial barriers or stigma. First, we go through rescue and assessment. Next, dogs go through a specialized training program. And finally, the dogs get their new handler and we train the new team. If we train approximately 5 service dogs every 18 months, we can significantly increase the number of individuals with migraine who have access to trained support. Look around you. At least one person at every table at some point in time will experience migraine. Yes. So now I have the same 3 questions I began with in the beginning. But now, what if people with migraine had better access to service dogs? When will this become a reality? And finally, who wants to help me in making this a reality? Thank you.
I grew up in a world where creativity wasn't just encouraged, it was a way of life. My parents weren't just my role models, they were my mentors and my biggest supporters. Every idea I had, every little business I started, they nurtured it. They made me believe that I could create something real. But outside of home, that was different. I was always searching for a place where I felt like I truly belonged, and yet I never found that sense of community until I came to college. For the first time, I wasn't just chasing ideas, I was chasing a vision. I had something real in front of me, something bigger than myself. I started working day and night, figuring it out as I went. No roadmap, no guarantees, just a feeling that I was meant to do this. And somewhere in all of it, I found myself. It's crazy because now I have the most incredible environments around me, a community that inspires me every single day. But the truth is, I didn't just find it. I worked for it. I created the community I was always searching for. A space where ambition isn't intimidating, where ideas aren't too big, where people come together not just to wear something, but to stand for something. And I don't do this for the sales, for the numbers, or for the recognition. I do this because I love it. Because every single piece I create, every decision I make, is leading me toward the life I was always meant to live. And I do it all to feel alive.
Raise your hand if you've ever felt truly alive. Think about that moment. Was it the rush of chasing your dreams, the power of belonging to a community, or the impact you make on the world around you? When I was growing up, I could never find a group of kids that truly understood me. I mean, imagine a kid who was insanely passionate about selling things. Shut up my 6th grade slime business. Community was something I lacked outside of home. My parents were my mentors. They instilled in me values of passion, resilience, and independence. Fashion is supposed to be a form of self-expression, a way to connect, but today it's failing an entire generation. 73% of Gen Z cares about sustainability, but their wardrobes tell a different story. The reality, students want to make better choices, but sustainable brands just don't resonate with them. And here's the bigger issue. This isn't just about clothing. There's a clear disconnect between Gen Z's values and their actions. They care about sustainability, but they don't see a community that makes them feel a part of it. So what happens? They go back to fast fashion because fast fashion isn't just cheap, it's familiar. It's what their friends wear, it's what dominates their social feeds. The real gap isn't just a lack of stylish, sustainable clothing, it's a lack of a community around it. Brands are missing the key ingredient, community, which is why brands that only focus on their products will never truly change this. We don't need more sustainable brands, we need a cultural shift, we need a movement, and that's exactly what we're building with Beyond. Beyond is a company I founded to solve this issue. Beyond means alive, and at Beyond, we're not just creating clothes, but we're changing the culture. Beyond's mission is to revolutionize college apparel by offering stylish, sustainable clothing while fostering a community of students committed to ethical fashion. And this is how we're doing it. If we want to make sustainability a social norm, we have to start on the ground in real conversations on real campuses, and that's where the Beyond Ambassador program comes in. It's an opportunity for students to connect and promote Beyond, bring their communities together, and connect with like-minded individuals. As a result of expanding to 5 schools nationwide, we've saved approximately 3,000 pounds of carbon emissions. This is the equivalent to a round-trip flight from New York to California. But this is just the beginning. In 2025, we plan to expand to 10 of the top universities nationwide, grow to over 1,000 ambassadors, and save over 10,000 pounds of carbon emissions. But none of that is possible without capital, which is why we started our Kickstarter campaign to fund the next phase of growth and scale Beyond into the movement I just know it can be. So in the beginning, I asked you if you've ever felt alive. To me, feeling alive isn't just about what we wear, it's about the people we're with, the impact we create, and the movements we lead. It's knowing that every piece of clothing you wear and every choice you make is a statement of who you are and what you stand for. So are you ready to be a part of something that makes you feel alive? Thank you.
Thank you, Julia. Your passion radiated in every word you spoke, and your dedication to your cause is truly inspiring. What you've achieved in such a short amount of time is something to be deeply proud of. Tonight, I have the distinct honor of recognizing the true heartbeat of our program, our preceptors. At Watson Institute, preceptors are more than just educators. They are mentors, guides, thought partners, and champions of our students. They bring with them lived experience, practical wisdom, and a deep belief in the potential of every student who walks through our doors. To all of our preceptors, thank you. Your commitment, your patience, your presence, it matters more to us than you know. We are grateful to have you as part of our community. Here at Watson, we believe in protecting one another's courage because stepping into the work of social change takes bravery. Bravery to challenge the status quo, to build something new, and to lead with purpose. To honor that spirit, we present the Cape of Courage as a symbol of gratitude and admiration for those who empower our students to lead with heart and conviction. This year, the students have chosen to recognize a preceptor whose dedication has left a profound impact. With clarity, care, and consistency, this individual created a classroom that not only informed, but transformed. They supported their journey. It is with great pride that we present the 2025 Preceptor Recognition to someone who has brought wisdom, structure, and deep intention to the course Funder Readiness. Please join me in celebrating this year's honoree, Ms. Tali Rosman. While Tali was unable to be here this evening, she has some words she would like to share with our graduating class.
Hey folks, thank you for your great recognition. I wish I could be there in person and be part of this great event. But unfortunately, as always, I'm traveling around the world helping startups with their scaling, which I think was probably what was most fun for me about being engaged in Watson is being involved in a much earlier stage than what I'm used to. As I was working with the wonderful students to take their early stage ideas about impact ventures, be it for-profit or not-for-profit, helping them flesh out those ideas, helping them think about how we're going to measure the impact, how we're going to create a differentiation, turning this into a business plan and a pitch deck, and most importantly, presenting that pitch deck to a classroom full of people, which I know wasn't everybody's favorite task, but big kudos to each and every one of the students because each and every one of them stood more than once in front of a classroom full of people to pitch their ideas. So thank you for letting me be a part of your entrepreneurship journey. I hope you do well, whether if it's adventures or anywhere else your career might take you. Appreciate being part of it and thank you for the recognition. Woo.
Congratulations to Mrs. Rosman again. We appreciate you for being here today. Everybody's looking so sharp, right? So thanks a lot for being here. My name is Javi Lopez, and I'm the Managing Director of the Watson Institute here at Lynn University. It really is a pleasure to present this next recognition. At Watson, we believe in going the extra mile. As we also like to say, the extra 37, right? This principle reflects our commitment to exceeding expectations with heart and humility. We are honored here today to present this dedication from an educator who truly embodies this incredible spirit. His faculty has been a dedicated champion of our program, mentoring the students both in and out of this program, encouraging them to think deeply and transforming their ideas into practical solutions from system mapping to apprenticing with the problem, all while guiding them with expertise, patience, and care. His dedication is evident every day. And this great honor to present today the 2025 Watson Institute 37-mile recognition to no other our esteemed preceptor, Eduardo Valareza.
So much recognition and love. I never expected it, but I love you too. Wonderful. Wonderful to see students that have gone through all the stages. And as I saw Danielle here, I remember her first presentation, first class, first semester. She couldn't even come to the stage. It was like incredible, but then we worked through it and we both did it then, right? And she went through it. Seeing her today, it was just incredible. Incredible how far you've come, and congratulations on that. It makes me really proud because in the end, finding that teaching moment, and even if it's for a split second, when we see transformation in students, we feel accomplished. We feel that we put, that commitment to it, and we feel that they'll never be the same again. They will never settle for less than what they've learned. So, very proud to receive this. Thank you so much to the whole Watson team, Ali, Salika, everyone on the team, and thank you again. I guess I can't say that.
As we celebrate our students' achievement, it's important to recognize also the ecosystem that supports them. The Watson Institute at Lynn relies on strong partnerships with the College of Business and Management being a pivotal collaborator from the beginning. Their leadership, guidance, and innovative approach to higher education help us develop future leaders in social impact and entrepreneurship. The College of Business and Management provides an environment for our students to grow their ideas and turn them into significant and practical solutions. Tonight, we proudly honor the College of Business and Management for their exceptional partnership and belief in our program. Please welcome Dr. R.T. Good, Dean of the College of Business and Management, and Dr. Brent Magridge, Associate Professor, to the stage to accept this recognition.
You are a very special community, and you're the heart of Lynn University. The College of Business and Management is proud to be a partner with the Watson Institute in moving this program forward, and we look forward to a continued long and fruitful relationship. And the fruit is in the work that we saw tonight and what many of you are doing. So we're grateful for you to be a part of this community. Thank you.
Please, y'all, let's have another round of applause for our 3 recognitions for tonight. I promise you that we cannot do the work that we do without them, so thank you so much. And it's with great excitement that I'm back up here on the stage to introduce our student keynote speaker for this year's summit. And what makes this moment especially unique and powerful is that this student sat in the audience right where you are at past summits. And after watching the keynotes in 2023 and 2024, she envisioned herself here on the stage giving this very speech. And here she is now. Yes, let's stop for that. She's here now. During her time here at Watson, she has built a legacy of community, not only here at Watson, but with the larger Lynn community as well here on campus. Her accomplishments, her relentless drive, and her unwavering dedication are all a testament to her commitment to purpose, growth, and excellence. Gotta have some energy for this one. Hailing from Plainview, New York, please join me in giving a heartfelt welcome to our 2025 student keynote speaker, Miss Ariana Resnick.
Good evening, everyone. Friends, family, faculty, and my fellow graduates. It's truly an honor to be seen by all of you today, and not only share a piece of my journey, but to acknowledge the accomplishments and hard work and dedication of my fellow scholars, and the meaningful connections and imprints that I know we all have made here. So I want to start by asking you all this little personal question. It is a little personal. Have you ever felt completely out of touch with yourself? Like you weren't even a real person, like you were kind of just existing? I want you all to imagine this. A feeling of deep and lingering hopelessness. A sense that there's no real future for you. Feeling like you have no place, no home, not even feeling safe in your own body or mind. That was the reality for much of my life, living with anxiety and depression. I mean, I don't know if I was born feeling this way. I'm not sure. I have a wonderful and loving family, and I was actually a pretty happy kid. But as I got older, these feelings kind of took over my mind, and eventually all the different aspects of my life, until that hopelessness was all I could think about. And it's hard to pinpoint the exact moment, but at some point, I had to look closely at everything, and I realized I wasn't really living at all. I didn't feel like a person with feelings, dreams, or direction. I was kind of just surviving, and I was just existing. I wanted to find my peace, but I did not know how or where to even start. But I realized what I could do to take the first step. I addressed the fact that I needed help, and I found myself a therapist. When I left, yes, that's for therapy. When I left home for college and moved to Lynn, living somewhere other than New York for the first time in my life, this feeling creeped into that experience too. I'll never forget standing in front of my mirror in my freshman dorm in Freiburger. My family just drove away, and I looked at myself all by myself for the first time ever. And was like, okay, what am I supposed to do now? I have no idea. But therapy helped me navigate this transition and all of the first and new experiences that came with it. Therapy became a safe space for me to just be myself. I could speak openly, be my true self, and let that true self be seen, even as I was still figuring out who that self really was. Week by week, that space helped me understand the power of authenticity and the beauty of being genuinely seen by another. That space helped me understand the power of me. I started learning how to feel safe in my own body and mind. And I started asking, who is Ari? And more importantly, I started to learn to love her no matter what I discovered. And I started to find that peace I was looking for within myself. Watson became a huge part of that journey too. One of my first experiences at Lynn was our Watson initiation in the sanctuary. And I remember I was feeling in this moment genuinely accepted and truly seen in that space. At that time, I had no clear direction at all, no idea what I was doing, just a growing passion for psychology and mental health. But the Watson team saw something in me that I didn't see in myself, and they supported me anyway. And it was that support that changed everything. Watson helped me to feel empowered to find my place, not just in the Lynn community, but in the larger world of social impact. And more than that, it encouraged me to embrace who I am and to share that person with the world. And with all of this, Watson also gave me a cohort, a group of people to lean on, support, lift up, and walk this journey alongside. I learned that community doesn't just happen. You have to build it. And you can't build community without being present. The most significant thing I've taken away from all of this, and what I would ask you all to take with you, is that presence builds community. You can't know who needs support and who needs lifting unless you show up, and unless you're present, and unless you really see each other. When I see Julia, I see someone who's passionate and strong-willed, not only in her work, but in everything she does. And someone who's independent, powerful, and while simultaneously being supportive and accepting of everyone she encounters. When I see Julia, I'm inspired. When I see Nadia, I see someone who is everyone's biggest cheerleader, and someone who is unapologetically herself, and always puts herself first, even when that may mean taking the more difficult road. When I see Nadia, I'm inspired. When I see Danny, I see someone whose existence is rooted in resilience and strength. I see someone who stands up for others and gives a voice to those in need while overcoming her own challenges every day. When I see Danny, I'm inspired. When I see Ola, I see someone who is determined, self-reliant, and firm in herself and her goals. Someone always who tries her best and shows up even when it's hard. When I see Ola, I'm inspired. When I see everyone in my cohort that has walked this journey alongside me, I see a community of passionate individuals that make an impact in people's lives every day. When I see the class of 2025, I'm definitely inspired. So, after it's all said and done, this entire journey has taught me to lean into everything I do, make connections, take action, and be present. You get out what you put in. This Watson journey and my experiences have brought me to believe that loving yourself means taking intentional steps towards your peace. Love yourself enough to discover and create safety and peace for yourself. Continue loving yourself enough to always protect it, because this inner peace comes from that acceptance. And you deserve to share your full, authentic self with the people you love and the world around you, because without a doubt, the world is a better place because you all are in it. So, to my fellow graduates, my wish for you, wherever life takes you, is this: be present, be kind, and be you. Lean into everything, not just the good, but the bad too. And above all, remember that the most powerful gift you can offer the world is you. Because somewhere out there, someone needs to see you just as you are to believe that they can be seen too. Thank you.
If you guys have any guest already. I'm the one who wants the energy. So can we please get another round of applause for our wonderful keynote speaker. Thank you for sharing your incredible insights and ideas with us. To all of our distinguished guests here today, it is with profound gratitude that we conclude our presentations for this evening. What we saw here tonight was a culmination of the last 3 years of evolution by each one of these scholars. The class of 2025 has not only supported each other's growth, but also has paved the way for future change makers. At this time, we will be moving into the certificate ceremony. So please help me welcome back to the stage the Managing Director here at Watson, Mr. Javi Lopez Mochon. I worked hard on that one, y'all. I worked hard on that one. And then also our Managing Director of Programs, Ms. Sarka Anand, back to the stage. Let us celebrate and honor these incredible scholars for their remarkable achievements and the positive impact that they will make in this world.
Give them a minute to line up. Thank you everyone for being here today. In no particular order, we will begin to call our seniors up to the stage to receive their stoles and their certificates. Please put your hands together very loudly for Miss Ola Mahmood. Please put your hands together for Miss Navia Pitts. Please put your hands together for our very own keynote, Ariana Resnick. Keep clapping. Keep clapping. Please put your hands together for Miss Danielle Shapiro, appointed by Miss. Keep clapping. And of course, last but not least, our very own Miss Julia Vakela. Please put your hands together keep clapping.
Very incredible evening, right? I really hope that you guys feel as inspired as we do, right? Really, so let's take a moment now to share some gratitude to everyone who made tonight possible as well. First of all, we would like to thank our South Florida Watson Institute team. For that particularly, I would like to thank my partner in crime, Sari Ganan, Managing Director of Programs, for her thoughtful leadership. Certainly a really big shout out to our programs lead, Arif Khan, and our Associate Search and Operations Manager, Javier De Soto, for their logistical support. I would like to also acknowledge some of our team members from the global team as well. James Otina, Director of Design. Cynthia Campos, Programs Coordinator. Unfortunately, she was not able to make it today as well, but also our VP of Programs, Tyler Tornabell. Thank you very much to our amazing student volunteers for all of their assistance. Like you guys have seen them all around the welcoming our guests and supporting the event. We really appreciate you, and really it's a really wonderful event that they've been able to put together, so we appreciate you very much. A really special thank you as well to our photographers, including Ben Richardson, our student and also photographer, Alicia Hendrickson, and our student intern as well, Perry Everettson. We would like to also thank the Lynn University Film Club and Dr. Navatushi for their collaboration. They were able to put the videos that you guys saw together, so we would like to thank them. Certainly, we'd love to thank all of our faculty and preceptors, right, for their continuing support to these wonderful students, as well as some of our partners here at Lynn University, certainly to President Kevin Ross, Chris Bonaforti, Katrina Carter-Tillison, Dean Mike Petrosky, Dr. Gareth Fowles, Artie Good, Dr. Brent Mackridge, and Madison Slate. Thank you so much for being here. We would also love to thank some of the corporations and foundations that the Watson Institute works with, as well as some individual funders. Our work wouldn't be possible without them and their support. We would like to thank you, JP Morgan Chase, Walmart.org, For Philanthropy, Comcast, Google, Western Union Foundation, Swiss Foundation, BMO, and several private foundations. To all of our community partners and members, friends, and family, thank you very much. If you are today of the part of a senior, right? Congratulations to you as well. We can imagine how big of a moment this is for you guys as well. We've known each other for a long time as well, and we really appreciate you, everything that you've done to support these students. And lastly, to you guys, the class of 2025. Of course, this is a bittersweeter for all of us. We're very proud of you, and we'll miss you. But remember that your Watson Institute community will always be here to support you and to protect your courage. Thank you very much for everybody for coming tonight, and have a good night. Okay?
Let's go.